All right, so what we are going to do today is create our grid on our wash paper. So we will start by aligning the ruler at the top with the paper. So align the 0 with the edge of the paper and then start creating little marks at every inch. So the inch is going to be the longer line next to each of the numbers on the ruler. You will then move on to the bottom of the paper. So I usually keep the paper in the same position, so don't flip it around. And still align the ruler with the edge of the paper, like the 0 at the edge, and then do the exact same thing. So what we're going to do is mark down the 1 inch, the 2 inches, 3 inches, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Once we're done with that, we will start creating a line from the top little mark that we created to the bottom little one. So doing it at the top and at the bottom is going to make sure that our line is straight, and that is going to help us draw in the long run. That is going to make sure that all of our lines are the correct spacing between each other and that they're straight. Our grid is going to turn out straight, and then our self-portrait is not going to look distorted. Once I am done drawing all of those lines, I will turn my paper horizontally and do the exact same process. So I will place the 0 of my ruler at the edge of the paper at the top, and I will start marking every single inch. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Make sure that the line you mark from the ruler is the longer line right next to the number. Once we're done with that process, we will move the ruler at the bottom of the paper, align the 0 with the edge, and do the exact same thing at the bottom. So mark down all of those numbers and then start drawing the lines vertically. So we will basically create a 10 by 12 grid on this paper. And make sure that while measuring and while drawing the lines, you take your time in order to make sure that all of the squares in the grid are actually squares and not rectangles. So once you're done, it should look something like this. Once we have our grid, we will start taping out the border. So in order to do that, we will look at the first line on each side, and we will put tape along it. So we will start by the bottom. So there is the line of the squares over there, and I am putting the tape right along that line. As you can see, it's not on top of the line, it's not on the other side of the line, it's on the edge of that line towards the edge of the paper. So you will do this process all around your paper, and once you're done, you have your paper set up to start drawing.